Hello and welcome to this mind-body healing series. If you're here, you've probably been chasing symptoms such as fatigue, bloating, pain, skin flares, and wondering why nothing seems to stick. So this isn't just about fixing symptoms, it's about understanding them. And through these series, I'll show you how to decode what your body's been trying to tell you so you can stop living in fear and actually start healing from the root. So each video, I'll help you reconnect the dots between your symptoms, your story, and your body's deeper intelligence that you've probably been ignoring. So to start things out, let's talk about why you're not healing, even with the perfect diet. So this is one of the most frustrating realities in all of the healing journey. You feel like you're doing all the right things, but still not getting better. And you probably are doing all the right things. But this is what I unpack with every one of my one-on-one clients, and I promise you it's going to shift how you see your symptoms moving forward. So why the healing plateau and what most women hit? So let's start here. You're not lazy. You're not doing it wrong. And no, I can promise you, you don't need another restrictive diet. The truth is, most women I work with are doing all the healthy things. They're eating well, they're working out, they're sleeping, they take the supplements, but they're still stuck in cycles of bloating, skin flares, joint pain, fatigue, or just this weight that they cannot get off regardless of what they try. So the three main reasons why you're not healing. 1, your nervous system is still in survival mode. So you can't heal when your body thinks it's unsafe. So even if you're calm on the outside, your nervous system might still be running on old, unresolved stress from either past trauma, shock, or internalized pressure. And without getting out of this fight or flight state, your body simply cannot heal. It's just a protective mechanism. Number 2, you're probably addressing the symptoms and not the root conflicts. So most of our symptoms, such as bloating, acne, fatigue, all have emotional and biological roots. So from a German New Medicine perspective, symptoms always follow conflict shocks. So moments where you were caught off guard and your body didn't know how to respond. So for example, if we look at something like a bloating or digestive flare, that's something that was deeply unpleasant, unfair, or ugly that you just could not fully process. Now, if we look at something like skin or acne flares, these are moments of either sudden separation from someone or something, or feeling attacked. So this can either be verbally, physically, or emotionally. And then something like fatigue. So this is just the energy of I'm so tired of fighting, and it's the crash after constantly pushing through. So this is the emotional survival mode that you've been in. And your body holds on to these stories, even if your mind has moved on. And then finally, number 3, you're probably relying on protocols and not reconnection. So what I mean by that is healing isn't just about protocols, it's about reconnecting to your body's cues. And unfortunately, most women have learned to distrust their bodies. So even when symptoms improve, the fear still remains subconsciously. And that fear is what keeps you in the same loop. So unfortunately, healing is not linear, and we need to really rely on trust over control of our symptoms. So what do we do instead? So here's what works, and not just in theory, but actually in practice. So we need to identify the root of the emotional conflict. So what the initial trigger was. Then we learn how to regulate your nervous system to put it back into that rest and digest state. Finally, building daily body trust rituals. So implementing that practice of regulating your nervous system on a daily basis. And then the last but not least is stop fearing your symptoms and start decoding them. So stop looking at them as this fearful mechanism, but more as a messenger. So which part of your healing journey do you think is missing right now? Is it the conflict resolution, your nervous system support, or just trusting your body? So I want you to pause this video and journal or reflect for 60 seconds on this. The rest of this series is going to give you more clarity on what your body's been trying to tell you and how to finally respond in a way that supports real healing. So keep watching or click the link below to book your free one-on-one call, and I can help walk you through this process.